Brakkesh can be a daunting map in Delta Force operations for those that are unfamiliar with it. So today, we're going to go through everything you need to know about extractions on Brakkesh, as well as some quick vital information about spawn points and secret ways to get into the main tower much more quickly. Welcome to another Beard Guys Delta Force operations map guide. My name's Ben, and if you find this video useful at all, then make sure you take a look at some of my other many guides to all the different maps, extractions, keycards, and much more. First, let's very quickly talk about spawn locations on Brakkesh. You're going to get 5 or 6 total teams spawning on this map at a time. 2 of those spawn points are always going to be on the east and west side of the tower, right by the doors that go straight in. You've then got 2 more possible spawn points in the middle of the map, and then you've got another 5 or 6 dotted around the northern area of the map, which is called the Old Town. If you spawn in the Old Town, it's going to be a little bit more relaxed right at the start of the game, but if you're down by the tower, it's going to be pretty full on. If you want to go into the tower, you have to run up to one of the doors, pull a lever next to it. There's a door you can go upstairs, or there's one on the ground level as well, and also one round at the front. You can pull a lever on those doors and it'll begin a countdown of up to 45 seconds, and you'll have to wait for that to open. It's going to also alert other teams that you're doing that at that time. However, you can completely skip this. If you buy the keycard, the new Tower of Babel power supply access card, it's going to cost you 370k or so. You can use this on any of those doors to open them immediately and go straight in. This means you can get straight in and begin looting. You might bump into another team if they've also used the keycard on the other side, or if they don't use a keycard, you can rush all the way around to the other side and counter them as soon as they come in their door because they had to wait 45 seconds and you didn't. This keycard comes with 20 durability. That means on normal difficulty you'll get 10 uses, and on hard difficulty, if it's available, it'll get 5 uses. So just a quick tip I wanted to give you on spawn points. If you want to go up further in the tower, you have to then find the lever in the central area at the bottom of the lift in this control room, pull that lever, and then wait for a bit longer, and that'll open up the top of the tower. And then there's various points around the tower where you can go up to the very top floor and loot there as well. Now onto the main part of this video, extracting on Brakkesh. The first one we're going to look at is the easiest. This is the Bagless extraction point. It's called Road to the Grove, and you'll find this on the north edge of the map, very slightly over to the west from Grand Hammam, at the top of one of the big long roads. It'll become available around 15 minutes from the start of the match, so about 15 minutes left on the clock. And in order to use this extraction point, you just need to walk up to it, have no bag equipped, or drop your bag, and then it's going to begin a 10-second countdown, and then you'll extract. This is generally the safest way to extract on Brakkesh, and often isn't a bad shout if you're solo or your team's been killed, but it does only have 3 total uses, and that's 3 individuals, not 3 separate teams. If you went up to it as a team of 3, that would use all 3 uses, and it wouldn't be able to be used anymore at all. So keep that in mind. It'll tell you how many uses are left on it if you hover over it, so you can see if anyone else has used it already. And if the map's available on hard mode, you'll only get 1 use instead of the 3 that you'll get on normal. Next up, we'll look at the Bath Extract. This is another kind of safer option. This again is located on the north edge of the map, this time slightly over to the east of the Grand Hammam. That's the extraction point, but in order to enable it, you'll need to pull a lever inside of the museum, which is a pretty high-risk, busy area. The lever's located upstairs. You can just go up this lift thing, hop in the window, and then pull it and run away again. It's pretty easy to get to, but this can only be used once. So once another team has used it and extracted, it'll be gone. You won't be able to use it anymore. When you pull that lever, it's going to begin a 5-minute countdown, and then you're going to have to head up to the north of the map and be in that area in order to extract when the countdown runs out. There's no player limit on the extracts, but it is 1 use, so technically if you drop smoke, you might be able to jump in and use it with another team while they were there. And on hard mode, this extract is not available at all. This one's also available right from the start of the game. You could pull the lever right at the beginning and run straight over there and extract 5 minutes later if you wanted. You don't have to wait for it, you can just crack straight on. Next up is the helicopter extract. This is a similar one to Bath, except it has unlimited uses. This extraction is located right in the center of the map between the museum and the tower, and in order to activate it, you'll need to pull one of 2 different levers. One of those is located inside of the museum, right down in the basement in a small room next to the bank vault. You have to go down there, pull that lever, and that's going to begin a 4-minute countdown, and then you need to be in the extraction area. When that countdown runs out, in order to extract. There's also another lever that does exactly the same thing. That one's located inside the tower. And this lever you'll find downstairs from the main room where you can pull the elevator lever to go upstairs where that elevator is. You can go out this window, down into the control center located back here, and through the server room, you're going to find the lever on the wall here. It looks a bit like it opens this door here. That's not what it's for. This is to enable the extraction point in the middle of the map. Like I said, this has unlimited uses, so even if it's been used by a team earlier in the game, you can still pull this and use it. It has a 4-minute countdown, so as long as there's 4 minutes or more left on the game clock, you can still pull the lever and use this. Next is one of the more complicated ones, the Doctor Escort mission. So this mission isn't always available on normal mode. Apparently on hard mode, it's always there, if hard mode is available at the moment. And in order to use this extract, you're going to need to have the mission Operation Asylum available to you. You will see it at the beginning of the game if it is available. It has a 9.5, 10-minute countdown from the start of the match, so you're going to get down to about 20 minutes, 20.5 minutes on the game clock before it's available. And you'll see this mission just outside the Blue River Hotel in the northwest of the map if you have it. Once that initial timer is counted down and it's available, you have to go up to this mission and select it, and it's going to drop down a doctor and a bunch of bodyguards who you're going to have to escort south down through the map into the helipad area, which is located in the southwest, quite near to the tower. On the way, you're going to get attacked by some other AI. You need to kill them and keep moving. The bots that you've got with you will help out and defend, and you just need to do this until you get down to the helipad. Then that's going to open a door. You can go into this area here, and the doctor's going to get in the helicopter, thank you very much, and then fly off to safety. Once you're in this area, there's also a room to the side that has 2 large safes, as well as some other useful loot in there, so make sure you check that. And then once the doctor's got on the helipad and left, you get a 3-minute countdown, and then you need to be on that helipad, and you'll extract when that countdown runs out. Total time-wise, in the example shown on the video today, it took us about 7 minutes from accepting the mission to extracting. Sometimes he can get a bit bogged down. I imagine if you did it a lot, you could probably get it a bit quicker, but you're going to want to make sure you've got a good 7-8 minutes on the clock to play it safe. It's worth knowing that other teams are probably going to attack you while you try and do this. They'll see some helicopters fly overhead when you start this mission, so they'll know you've started it. And they also know pretty much exactly where you're going to be, and you make a lot of noise with all the bots shooting as well. If you are the enemy team trying to interrupt this and you manage to kill the other players and the bodyguards, you can actually knock out the doctor. He can't be killed, but you can knock him down into a prone state. Then you can pick him up and you can actually escort the doctor there yourself and then use this extract. So you can steal this mission and extract down here from another team. And finally, the last extraction method available on Brakkesh is the Dogtag Extraction. This is located right at the top of the Babel Tower on the south side near the big glass windows. There's a little box you can go up to, and if you have 2 enemy dog tags on you, you just click on this. It's going to count down from 10 seconds and then you're going to extract. Now this is 1 player only, not 1 team, just 1 single use for 1 single player. So it's useful if you're solo or in a pinch and your team's died, and it becomes available 10 minutes from the start of the round. You can actually bring enemy dog tags in with you. If you've collected some in a previous game, you could bring some in with you just in case, but you can also pick these up off other player kills. They don't have to be people you've killed yourself. You can just sneak in and grab these from somewhere else where there's been a fight. So it's a good one to know in a pinch. If you get stuck up there and you're on your own, or you don't really care about your teammates, you can bail out and wingsuit your way to freedom. So that's everything for today. Hopefully you found some of that useful. If you did, then drop a like and a sub to the channel, and check out some of my other map guides and tips videos. Thanks so much for watching. My name's Ben, we are the Beard Guys, and I'll see you next time.